And welcome back to Let's Play Megaman Zero. Last time we disposed of the disposal center, and now we're going to destroy the train. Which is actually a lie, we're just gonna fuck its engine up a bit. Now there are 7 cyber-elves in this level, 6 of which are mandatory. And speaking of which, we get our first from killing roughly 5 of those little mini-bikes there. This is actually a very hard stage to S-rank while getting all the cyber-elves. The time limit is extremely strict, which means you're usually going to be rushing through the level, and that in turn makes it a lot easier to dash into enemies. Not to mention those fucking seal cannons are annoying as hell firing on you from the ceiling. Ah, and there's our first elf. Now up that gap in the ceiling there is the only cyber elf that's in a container, which is good because that means we can get it later. Now this is one of the few levels that has a mini-boss of sorts, the Meta Rook. Now his weakness is thunder, and with the charged up saber he's easy as fuck, but the shield boomerang works just as well on hard mode. But it's extremely tricky if you're going to fight him with an unpowered saber, as you need to get close enough to jump, slash his head, so his weak spot will be revealed. He only has 2 attacks, slamming that spike chain of his around and his buster cannon, both of which make you back off if you even want to hope to dodge them. Which usually drags the fight out a lot longer than it should. But with a little luck and a lot of practice, you should be able to take him down pretty easy. And he's also where we get our second cyber elf in this level. Now, once you reach the train, you're finished with the easy part, and now comes the real challenge of this level. This is where you can really get into a lot of trouble by rushing through, which I kind of do that myself, as you'll see eventually here. Now, there is a time limit here, but it shouldn't be anything that you should have to worry about. Now this is also where we get our final 3 enemy cyber elves. Now those pantheons that look like they've gone all Mr. Hyde on us are called Pantheon Warriors. Killing 5 of those will get us our 3rd elf. And by the way, watch out for their fucking pimp slap if you get up close. That shit hurts a lot, especially on hard mode. Now you want to go down into this train car so you can get a kill on the Crush Roller, which is that purple mechanoid that tries to squash you with a giant fucking spike. I believe killing 3 of these will get you your 4th cyber elf. And finally, the best place to farm those missile-launching mechanoids is at the end of the train here, just as I'm doing. So that will also get you your 5th and final enemy elf of this stage. Now all that's left is the boss, and for such a difficult stage, the boss is actually pretty pathetic. I mean, all it is just a stupid Pantheon hunter that's merged with the engine. Now the Pantheon core's elemental weakness is thunder. And even though he has 3 life bars, if you're using your charged up saber with the thunder chip, you can knock this dude out super fast. Although the shield boomerang will also work on hard mode. Now the core has a few attacks that you need to be careful of. His flamethrower is easy to dodge, as it usually gives you a clear signal when it's about to be used. He'll also try and raise the segments of the floor that you're standing on to try and crush you into the spikes that pop out of the ceiling. But even though he uses different patterns when he raises the segments, it's not that hard to dodge. Now his EX skill is called Brain Pressure, and it was the attack where he trapped me between the 2 pillars and activated his flamethrower, and, slowly inched towards me. Just as long as you're not standing right next to the motherfucker when he does this, that attack can do nothing to you. Alright, all it does is really shrinks the arena, and it makes it harder to dodge the floor segments when he raises them. Now, just as long as you don't get overzealous, like I just fucking did right there, you should be able to take this guy out without getting hit, which is a good thing because you've probably already taken enough damage earlier on in the level, if you're like me. Now, as soon as he blows up and you listen to CL run her damn mouth again, you can finally claim the 6th elf in this mission, which is the elf that CL said was stolen from the base. Now this elf is actually pretty damn useful. Once you fully power her up, it actually doubles your life. And holy shit, 94 points. See, that's what I mean. It's damn hard to get an S-rank score on this level while you're collecting the cyber elves. An S-rank score, by the way, is 96 or better. But, thank God the scores are cumulative, or else that mission would be about twice the bitch that it was. Now all that we have left to do is go back to the train station and collect the last elf, the one that I told you was in the container up that little gap in the ceiling. Now, the thing about that last mission is that I would definitely not recommend that you do it right off the bat like I did. It's a damn tough mission, especially coming off the first 2 easy ones. Not to mention that if you're playing on hard mode, you're going to want to get the shield boomerang as quickly as possible so you can use your elemental attacks. So, the first mission that I would recommend is the Retrieve Data mission, since you can only get your 2 extra weapons after that mission is complete. Because with the boomerang, you can take out the mini-boss and the boss relatively quickly, which lets you finish the mission a lot faster so you don't have to worry about your time, and you can focus on taking less damage, which is probably going to be where the most points are deducted from your score. Oh shit, we're almost out of time. I didn't get into any trivia this mission, as there really isn't any pertaining to it, but I'll definitely bust out some nifty little factoids for the shuttle mission because number 1, I can actually come up with some relative shit for that mission, and number 2, it's a hell of a lot longer than the train mission was. So anyway, see you next time for Let's Play Mega Man Zero, where we get to go play in the sandbox!